at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bears ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Casper.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. This BYU offense set up with another first down. On the ground, it's Butler. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the RPO, got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And BYU will get the first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick give. It's Butler. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Butler. Can't get him to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Cougar!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Beal. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Handoff from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rush right in his face. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. He's past the sticks. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Bears. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's second and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the top. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. BYU with the 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Lagway to pass. Finds a tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's and 5. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Throwing, Lagway. Going to take a shot at this DB. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Flush to the left. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Flagway wants to throw. Still looking to his right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to run this quarterback. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hard running there. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On the move, it's Butler. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback empties his backfield. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer.
If I'm building an offense into the...
It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the return, it's Beal. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Calls his own number. There he goes. The 50. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. A run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This will likely be the last play of the half. Now on the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Oregon taking on the number 11 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Ducks, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Flagway. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Motion from the wideout.
Hey, take it. 1852, soldier. 1852, shift.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Breaks it. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense got it. They knocked him down. Take away and a big play for this defense. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Using his feet. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Butler. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The ride. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Smith. Running free. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will give him the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Butler. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Bear! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw again. caught in the backfield. It's Butler. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Botmeyer. Just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Butler. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Push is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can solve this thing away. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Lagway to pass. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Turns out it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Throwing, Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on first down from the 43. Point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Butler. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. And he gets it away.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looking for room. It's Butler. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Wants to throw on first. Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Drives inside. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. There he goes. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. BYU right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Throws it deep. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. The 50. The 40. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this